idea behind Marvin Gaye is that he was a DC native. He grew up in this area, like right down the street. He went to Cardozo High School here in DC. He's performed at the Howard Theater, which is a few blocks from here. He's one of those DC icons. I decided, why not, why not bring him back? And this time, bring him back bigger and better than what it was before.
This is really beautiful because about a year ago, we did another Marvin across the street. But when he started, the owner of the property came out and told him that, I'm building a house on this property. The blend of street art and muraling, you understand that when you step into the realm of street art, that oftentimes the work that you put up is temporary. A few months ago, they broke ground and began to build here, and the community went crazy. Social media went crazy. Now we're here, and the community loves it, they're embracing it, and they're very happy to see it back up. So, yeah, that's where this new Marvin mural came from. It's like, Marvin is reborn bigger and better.
The other one was cool, the other one was really beautiful, but it was more of a profile, like he was just chilling, looking into the distance. With this one, I wanted to capture the energy of his music. Like he hits like these really high notes, and he had a really beautiful voice, and I wanted that to come off in this new mural, and it works. Like people drive by and they're singing, and some people turn the music up and they'll say, oh, what do you know about that? And there's a guy walked by with a boombox and he had Marvin playing. Another guy was on a bicycle and he started singing, and what's going on. People come up to me and ask questions and they talk, and that's what I want to happen, because after I'm done, when I'm gone, I want strangers to do the same thing. Like someone is standing here looking at this, and then another person comes over and says, who is that? And that sparks a conversation. All the way down to little kids. They don't know who Marvin Gaye is, but their parents might say, oh, do you know who that is? That's Marvin Gaye. And they're like, oh, who's Marvin Gaye? And things like that continue afterwards.
Icon, right?
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Sudi.
Sudi, oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. I run a youth center just down the street here.
Oh, cool.
We did this mural project last summer. Having the kids identify where's mural from what have you. Of course, including a few hits from yours truly.
Oh, cool.
Because to them, this is like amazing.
Thank you.
This is their barber shop right here. Store, the school is right. That's the back of
the
school.
kids when I was working on the old one, the kids from the school, they came out.
What happened to it?
They built a house over it.
I'm glad I got some good pictures of it.
Yeah.
One of the underlying inspirations is community, like bringing the community together. Here in DC, like I said, I'm a native Washingtonian. I've been here all my life. So I've seen change, and I've seen the neighborhoods diversify, and change a lot. So an underlying mission for us is to create artwork that bridges gaps in the community. We create pieces that every person in this community, regardless of their background, where they're from, what they look like, can engage with and enjoy. It's a connection.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I used a very vibrant palette when it came to this, because it's music and I wanted it to follow the same theme as music, but only visual. Marvin Gaye had an album in his career called What's Going On, Inner City Blues. It was a social statement. So I want to encompass everything about Marvin's music, his life, and his energy into this mural. So that's what the whole piece is about. No, I'm a painter. My job description is painter and illustrator. This is part of the painting part. I also paint on canvas, like my personal works. A lot of them involve pencils. You see like architects and designers, crafters, they always have a pencil in their ear. So I feel like that's the core, that's the base of every design. So that's why I picked on, using the pencil to kind of like my subtle message in there. Like if you want to get to this level, you have to always start at the base, which is drawing. using your pencil. And it's okay to make mistakes because you can always turn the pencil around and erase it. The reason why I do art is because, you know, in life you pick things that you find interesting and you do it consistently. I feel like it's a calling, and I like the giving back, I like the reaction, I like the process of it. When the process is positive, I mean, you know, that's just it. That good feeling, that breath of fresh air, just knowing that you contributed to someone else's happiness. When someone wakes up in the morning and walks by here and looks at the vibrancy and just nods their head as they're going to work or coming back from work. That's worth doing this.